Peace, peace, peace. What's going on to everybody? What's going on to everybody? What a way to start a what a way to greet. What's going on, everyone? How are you feeling today? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling well. And if you're not, may you find swift amelioration towards your resolve. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. Couldn't have it any other way, right? Why wouldn't it be crazy out here? Westcott, salute, man. All the time. All the time, man. Salute to Westcott Crypto, yo. And if you find this stream for the first time, go subscribe to this gentleman's channel. He's one half of the Pulse Nation Collective. The other half is ATX Crypto. Go give them a subscription, subscribe to the channel. They got great content when it's about cryptocurrency, specifically Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. You know, we all learning and striving for better. That's pretty much what we're trying to do. That's pretty much what this is about. And I can say that emphatically because that's what I've seen. However, I can't speak for everyone, too. I can't speak for everyone because, like I titled this stream, The School of Higher Grifting, Chaos of Disappointment, right? And I got the whole chaos of disappointment from ATX Crypto. And it inspired me to talk about some things that's going on in this shanty town of a crypto community that I'm a part of. And I say that kind of like shaking my head because it's very hard to ignore ignorance when you know better. Is extremely hard to fight off the stupidity that occurs in this space when you know better. Oftentimes I say, who cares? And that nobody cares. And although that's true, most people really don't care. I say it's because some of us do, when it comes to certain things. When it comes to certain things, like, my goodness, going again, if you know better, you do better. And when you continue to not do better, it's hard to ignore and just let things just go, because it's almost like when you're silent, you become a part of the problem. Especially if I choose for myself to speak about certain things, because I don't have to. I could just vanish in the bushes like Homer Simpson. Because it's easier to give up, or not even give up. It's easy to dismiss whatever craziness is going on. It's easy to not call things out. Perhaps it'll lend me some opportunity to take care of important things in my life. right? Like, if I dismiss the fact that you got certain sacrifice projects that have still yet to launch that told everybody they were going to come out in October, try to be cute with the gimmicks and the marketing and the words, and words have power, right? So they apply these words, these visuals, this energy they manipulate to get everybody who sacrificed in these projects hopes that have been waiting over 2 years that, you will be relieved of your anxiety and angst soon enough. You will be relieved of this in October. Up, suggesting that the market will go up in October. And to be fair, we've seen some good price action, but not for their sacrifice. We've seen good price action and movement for Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X within the last week and a half. That's good. But where's your project? And you have influencers, and these terms I'm tired of saying too, influencers and these, promoters, bloggers, content creators, so-called OGs in the community that do not call these things out. They don't call the crazy activities. It's people behind that come behind is the little guys like me and others who point certain things out, who they want to drown out and say we're ignorant and say we're broke, we're noobs, we're plebs, right? We're unintelligent. Really? Really? Why? Because you're rich off of Hex. You've been in Hex in the beginning, got lucky, and you're still around, and you've done very well, connected yourself to a nice, good old boys club, right? And every day's a Saturday for you, right? That's not the reality for most people who you all like to say that need to be onboarded and need to mass adopt to these coins. That's not the reality for everyone else. We don't have the luxury to just take pictures in front of yachts or take vacations at leisure, party every day. Because for most people, every day is not a Saturday. It's not. It boggles my mind where sometimes for people in this community who say they've gotten so rich, they've become so rich in Hex. What do you do with your time? Because some of them even say they don't work. So what is it that you're doing to pass your time? What is it that you're doing to add to the betterment of humanity? Oh, no, 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 no. That's too deep. That's too profound. That will suggest that someone has to adopt some type of, altruistic, noble, moral type of code and to give back to people. No, they're not about that. So because the opposite of that is being selfish, right? Is being greedy, right? Is creating this fictitious podium to stand on and pretend like you're living up in some type of citadel in the sky while everyone else is beneath you. It suggests that you're supposed to be superior because you were so smart. That's why you're rich now, right? What is it that you're doing with your free time? Because you have a lot more of it because you're not required to work. Oh. Nothing? Because I tell you, an idle mind is a devil's playground. When you're, some of these things you have to consider, right? Poor people who live in the first world, like the United States, and you coming up poor, it doesn't feel good. And you don't want to live the rest of your life poor. So you make a way through navigating through this mystery, this tapestry of a landscape that we call life, and try to improve your quality of life and do the best that you can so you could uproot yourself out of some type of financial misery. And you reach a level where you succeed, or you're on your way towards progress, and you're trying to really link or attach and align yourself with everything that suggests success. But you're watching certain people who appear to have reached those levels defecate on you for trying. But this is supposed to be for the people. How are you denigrating me? How are you disrespecting others for trying to get? It's because you don't want others to have what you have. You don't want people to reach your level of whatever success you may find and surpass you. This is what you find in this crypto space. This is what you find. They'll tell you, okay, listen, this is what I did. You were dumb for not getting into Hex. I took all the risk, for example, and I got handsomely rewarded. You, all late to the party. This is the implication. All late to the party. You trying to do the same thing I did? Nah, it's not gonna work. I'm going to infuse you and bombard you with powerful propaganda, right? To trick you, consciously trick you out of a chance to do what I did to get me to where I am today and where I will continue to go as far as excelling and becoming truly financially free. I'm doing that because I don't want the best for you. This is some of the habits, the traits, the characteristics you find among these people here in Hex who've been here since the beginning. Not all, but you see it though. Not all do this, but you see those that do and continue to do, and you wonder, what's your purpose? What's your purpose? Oh, I see. You want to keep things in-house. But how can you do that with something that's really given to the world? It's supposed to be decentralized with a hint of centralization involved. How do you control all that? You can't. This is why you see folks punch up and they punch down, meaning they're punching down at everybody who they think is inferior. They're punching down at the next wave of people who are coming into this space trying to understand crypto, understand DeFi, find Hex and understand Hex. They're punching all of you, bombarding you with all kinds of propaganda. And they're punching up because they can't stand that they didn't do what Richard did. They can't stand that they're not having the opportunity for the world to look at them, because many people suffer from certain personality flaws and conditions that you cannot ignore. You have folks who just in life in general, you think it's not here? You think you can't find it here? There are many people who suffer from certain personality and mental flaws. Period. who are void of conscience, who don't feel bad if you get rugged. They don't care. They laugh at you. This is what I mean when I say, and what I've said for years, that this space is riddled with corruption. It's riddled with corruption. Folks who will not hesitate, won't hesitate to take what you have by any means. They've done a great job. Like I talked about this 2 years ago in the middle of the post chain sacrifice time period, where folks, you're going to see people come out of the woodwork. You're going to see folks present opportunities out of thin air, purposefully present opportunities that you think that are their opportunities. They're chances for you to lose everything because they want to take everything you have. And they have done a great job, because here we are in the present. And how many people do not have what they had when they received the airdrops? Meaning, for some reason, certain people, they have the desire and the will and the interest. They want to sell. They could do whatever. But many people today don't have what they had when they received the airdrops. Why is that? Because again, individuals presented all types of coins, all types of projects, all types of fake opportunities, making you think that while you wait for this next bull market to occur, you can actually experience something real good right now, and that they have the secret sauce and they're presenting it to you. And then you go try and invest and spend what you waited 2 years for onto what they got, and they ran away with your funds, and you're left holding a bag of losses. I wish I was able to predict when the next bull market was going to come, because I wouldn't say a word. I would just cake up and live my life for me and my family and my people. That's all I would do. Because this wasn't hard to see 2 years ago. People willingly, like you got to understand. You got to understand, everyone is not out here and they have your best interests at heart. Like, the majority of people don't care. What are y'all waiting to see? What are y'all not understanding? The majority of people don't care. Projects have gotten millions and millions of dollars. Sacrifice still, like, have you been made whole? So you got to constantly re-strategize, re-pivot, and learn from your mistakes. But some of y'all don't learn. And you listen to certain OGs that been here that act like they know more than you do, who are charging you for Patreon groups, courses, charging you for X, Y, and Z. Charge. They want you to continue to spend their money on their so-called knowledge, spend their money for their so-called information, spend their money on whatever they got, because you want to believe they're more valuable than you, when the power is always within you. You always have worth, but many of you don't believe that. And you look to the internet to seek help. You look to the internet to be entertained. You look to the internet for information, and you mess around, make a wrong choice that you can't quickly recover from. Many people fell victim to the FOMO in 2021 and overextended themselves. They literally put more than they could afford to put, that they could afford to lose. They literally put more, meaning to sacrifice more than they should. And a lot of that is reflected in the charts present day. They sacrifice more for Pulse Chain than they should and for Pulse X. And so when everything came out and the airdrops did come, people had to let go of some of that. And in some cases, a lot of it or all of it, who knows? Because they couldn't afford to hold on to it. They couldn't afford to be patient. They allowed their emotions to take over and they said, oh, this is it. This is my ticket. Gateway straight to heaven. If I don't do this now, I never will. That's why you have a segment of people and criticisms going at Richard in a sense where folks are saying, damn, they wasted their time sacrificing. They wasted their numbers. They wasted their money. They wasted their time. They wasted their energy. That's how people feel. Because the charts, the costs are cheaper than sacrifice rates. You see, when you're talking, look at how I get interrupted, right? When you're speaking some stuff, and then boom, the devil just want to just interrupt when I'm trying. You're not going to do, not today. Not today. We're not doing that. You're not going to interrupt this flow. You're not going to interrupt this flow with ridiculous propaganda. We're not having it. I told y'all. I'm not a student of Grifting University. I don't go to Grifting College. I don't attend, right, the School of Hard Scams. I don't do that. Never been about it. Like I said the other day, you know, I've been through cycles, and somebody in my comments just put, oh, you've been through all these cycles and you're not a millionaire. All you're doing is teaching and preaching and, you know, talking to yourself. Yeah, I'm teaching. No, I'm not a millionaire. I'ma still talk. Who cares? Who cares how you feel? It is what it is. Like, I'm not a millionaire monetarily, but that's not, that just doesn't like sort of like validate who I am. Do you think I care? You know what I'm saying? Like, whether I have a penny or I have 10 trillion pennies, I'm still me. That's why y'all, this is what y'all always have to know. This has to chase you because the value comes from us. From we lend these things value. We, from our belief and our faith in whatever element and object that's out here, we give it value that way. That's it, man. Come on, man. What are you talking about? So I blocked the dude, man. Blocked. You're not gonna try to like read me and for me not to read you back and block you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Who cares? I'm a working man. Working man. This is why I see too. I'm looking at folks. I'm looking at folks in this community like who purport to be rich. Purport to be rich. Purport to be OGs in this community and all this stuff. When you're gonna do the right thing, and it's more than just about some onboarding, because you could onboard a bunch of people into a situation that's successful. So when are the people that are within the nucleus going to like clean up shop? Never, because it's too decentralized. You can't control everything, right? So you just be quiet and let new people come in and get drowned in the muck and mire of lies. You just gonna let them drown? You just gonna let them that's it? Because they come through and they're gonna see not only Hex, and not gonna only see Pulse Chain, and not gonna only see Pulse X, they're gonna see a slew of different things going on. Talk about some onboarding. Everybody, you know, is on board. Let's just outward. Yeah, spread the word. There's nothing wrong with spreading the word, but also while you're spreading the word, you tell people to beware. You let people know There's a bunch of red flags going on. There's a bunch of booby traps. There's landmines left and right throughout this pulse chain thing, yo. And if you're not careful, you're going to blow off your limb. And you can't grow that back unless you're a mutant. You come from a different dimension. I met a few people from different dimensions. That's a different story for another day. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You tell somebody, oh yeah, I got some hex going on, some hex. Oh yeah, pulse chain, yeah, but you gotta go through, you gotta bridge, and yeah, pulse chain, oh yeah, pulse hex and all that. And then they get to pulse chain and get bombarded, and you give them no clues, no strategies. Oh no, you just tell them do their own research. Meanwhile, they jump into some type of coin and then lose everything in seconds. That's what happens. That's what happens. Like, this is what it is. It's widespread. This is just more trash than not. Like, it's more garbage on the chain than anything worth any value. Like, look at the chain. I'm not talking about the chain itself, but look at the exchange. Look at Dex Screener, not the exchange. Look at Dex Screener. How many coins are on Pulse Chain right now? Too numerous to even mention. Coins are being launched every day. You got OGs. You got OGs, yo. You have OGs, yo. These guys that call themselves OG. Yo, let me tell you something. Yo. This thing 9-inch launched, right? 9-inch. Why is there so much mixed reviews about 9-inch? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't create the car. I don't do nothing. I don't know. But it's a lot of people who are completely pissed off of the way 9-inch was even launched. Not even the way it was launched, but the experience that people are having with some 9-inch. Told y'all. And it's just what it is, man. One thing I could say for 9-inch, which is not, I mean, yeah, you guys, dude launched, you were sacrificed. I think they say you got up to 16 million and sacrificed 16 million, yo. So you receive some life-changing money that people should have no expectations of any work or profit from anybody, right? 16 million. You're looking kind of $16 million. You're looking good with 16 mil for a situation that pissed a lot of people off. Like right now, real time, people are pissed off with the launch. A lot of talk, a lot of speculation, a lot of guessing going on. People saying like, yo, folks had a heads up. Before this thing went live, people caked up. Thousands of % price increase, caked up before the whole thing. That's not new. That's not new. Like, y'all don't know? You really don't know. It's not new. Like, it's been going on in crypto, y'all. Get in early. Oh, yo, you the founder? Your founder got their own people. The founder blesses their own people. They conspire before the world even gets involved with anything. This is what happens. Stay close to the founder. You like real close. You launching something, you're gonna get blessed because you're part of you're part of the founder's crew. Then the world figures things out later, but at that time, nobody's gonna care because you made your money. You made your money. That's what happens. I'm not, whether it happened with this guy or not, with 9-inch, who cares? But those types of activities and strategies have happened, continue, and will continue to happen because it's the Wild Wild West. Crypto's still lawless. despite all the scrutiny and investigating blase blah rumors and fear mongering that the SEC is trying to inject into the space, it's lawless. It's lawless. Crypto, you crazy. That's why you got them here. That's why you have a bunch of nefarious things taking bad actors all over the place. They don't care. You got folks who've been good, and then temptation took over, and they're like, "Oh man, you only live once, YOLO," and they rug, and they do whatever they do overnight. But you got some OGs that support certain things. This is the thing. Like you this influencer. You gotta be an influencer. You want to be an influencer by default. You become an influencer, and you forget your level of responsibility and accountability that you have, and you have to uphold. If you're a person who has some type of integrity, you forget, and you say, "Oh, I'm an influencer." Not even that you even say that you're an influencer. People believe in what you're saying because you allow folks to believe that you are a person of success. You made it. What do other people want to do? They want to be successful too. And they align with your words, your personality, your charm, all that good stuff. More often than not, if you say you're going to do something, guess what? Your audience might just want to do the same thing you're doing too. Or if you as an influencer, you have somebody that or you talk about certain things, or you have somebody that you interview, you have them come onto your quote unquote platform, and you're talking, you're sort of lending, right, your validation to whatever it is that people are talking about, that they're trying to present to your audience. And not only that, but when you say that you also sacrifice, you also looking forward to such and such and such and such, do you think your viewers want to miss out? They're gonna jump in. They're gonna jump in because you jumped in and you seem like you good money. You seem like you A1. They're gonna jump in. And then whatever launches, things don't go the way it was quote unquote supposed to go or expected to go. How you look now? But you don't care because you got the bag anyway because you were in. And you just tell the world you shouldn't have put more than you could afford to lose. Nobody forced you to get into the crypto. Not financial advice. Do your own research. This is your out. This is not new. It's not new. And then you on to the next one. Like it's like nothing. It's like a light switch. You're void of conscience. It's like you're a sociopath. That's what you find here. You got regular schmegular people step into, the internet, looking, finding, stumbling on these videos, these streams, these blogs. You go on Twitter, it's real, all kinds of stuff. You find people talking. You think you lucky, you fortunate. Oh, I landed on this guy. He talks this good stuff, and seemed like he's legit. And he was talking about this project he sacrificed for, and this and that and this. I'm gonna do the same thing. Oh, how'd that work out for you? Oh man, no, this. Oh, what happened? Then you look at the influence and you want to blame somebody, but ultimately it's really your fault. It's really you. Because it is true. Nobody forced you to do anything. Because you do have to have some type of personal accountability. You do. But at the same time, moving forward, you got to look at these influences and never forget what you went through, or else you'd be doomed to repeat it, right? Because what can you really say other than, man, this person wasn't genuine at all. They were emphatically disingenuous to their people, to themselves. I'm gonna stay away from these individuals. And then you watch these influencers, some of them, you watch them and you watch who they associate with and understand. Like, always remember, like minds think alike. Like minds think alike, yo. It's disgusting. But this is what it is. It's more than just, this is absolutely what it is. It's par for the course. It's what happens. This applies just for more than one person, more than one blockchain, more than one project, more than one community. This is what folks do, yo. This is what people do. This is what's been done and will continue to be done. And the part about all this whole thing is about what's liberating, and this is a very hard feat to achieve, an extremely difficult feat to achieve. You want to avoid disappointment? One of the best ways that I was taught to avoid disappointment is to have no expectations, y'all. That is an extremely difficult feat to achieve. Because this is not only applicable to this how we test magical bullshit. God, there's more than just about some crypto, profit, work of others, common pool, enterprise, avoid all this legalese, blah, 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 to avoid scrutiny from the boogeyman, the three-letter alphabet agency people. It's deeper than that. When you got to just look at it from just a life perspective, like, listen, as I live and traverse through this tapestry of life, in order for me to avoid getting disappointed repeatedly over and over, expect nothing from anything or anybody. So that way, when something does materialize, you're appreciative. And if it doesn't bother you. You know how hard that is? Have kids, man. I expect them to be great. You know, like, think about it. You're a parent. If you have no children, you can't really understand what I'm talking about now. But this is for people who are rearing their children. Do you not want the best for them? Do you not expect them to exceed you? So when you apply certain things even to that level, that becomes extremely arduous. Having no expectations from your children, son? This is what we're doing? Very hard. Very hard. But it liberates you. If you apply it, it liberates you from the constraints and the attachment that you feel that creates that disappointing feeling. Where you feel, damn, now you back on the floor again. You back to square one. You back to, like, man, we square, drawing board. Got to start all over again, the whole thing. This is what you find here with this crypto thing too. Because you're expecting. It's hard to just pretend like you didn't just drop a bag on something. You didn't just expend crazy amount of money on a situation and have no expectations of it because you did it for a cause. That's right. Right. And then when something does materialize and you pretend in your mind, oh, I had no expectations of anything, but I'm glad it's here. And then you go use what you got, use what you receive, and find out this wasn't what I expected. And immediately have to deal with what? Disappointment. And stew in that bad experience, in that bowl, that gumbo of negativity and bad experience of doom and gloom, and you see no way out other than lashing out in your own way, acting out, getting upset, getting angry, and all this stuff. Meanwhile, the grifters got away with it. They got away with it and keep getting away with it. When are you going to stand? When are you going to stand on your truth, and not even your truth, because your truth may not be mine, but when are you going to stand on certain truths that seem to be basically universal when dealing with this crypto thing and this crypto game? Whether we want to believe or not, if you do certain things of X, you do X, Y is going to happen. Regardless if you're an NFT guy, regardless if you're a meme person, regardless if you hodl, regardless if you trade, whatever. If you do certain things, this is what you're going to yield. The high probability of you yielding X is going to be that. When are y'all going to just stand for that and just recognize certain things is just what it is? Forget about the who's sending the message. After a while, it's bigger than the person who's giving the message. But we get caught up in the folks who giving the message and act as if they're perfect, act as if they're great. And when we find out something that they validated or they talked about or they were supportive of or blah, 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 or do something that they were talking about doing, and it blows up in our face, who can we really blame? Who? People are just too bored. You're just too bored. Find something to do. For all that is good. Find something to do with your life. We could always improve our health. So if you're experiencing some type of pain, somewhere, discomfort, go get checked out. Right? Do something better. Live better. Drink, rest, exercise, whatever it is. Clear your mind. Do something positive for yourself. You got nothing else to do with your time. You don't work. If you're fortunate enough to not have to do a 9 to 5. You don't have to run in that type of slave activity or some type of plantation, clocking in, clocking out. Create something for yourself. Create something better for yourself. Not jump on the Twitter Spaces talking nonsense, as if what you're doing is really yielding any type of magnificent results in the chart. It's not. Go back to the drawing board, do something else. You might touch the people in a better way, other than a fucking Spaces, yo. Other than a YouTube stream. Doing the groundwork really, 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 and everything is not really meant to be televised. I don't care how rich somebody is. That means nothing. That's why I didn't care for all the outrage marketing, but I understood it. What work are you doing with people? How are you touching the minds and the hearts of those who you see every day? Because if you're not, then miss me with the internet language, the internet activity that y'all are on. You know what I mean? Like, you get in the Spaces and create an ego chamber and you think you're doing something. That your thing is growing. This is what? You just got a bunch of people circle jerking. A choir, you're speaking to the choir, going nowhere. No one hears, no one cares. People espousing, they're leaders and absent of Richard Hart and need a leader. Lead yourself. This is what this is all about. Leading yourself. Stop attaching yourself to the school of higher grifting. That's what this is all about. A lot of people I've seen. I like from 2021, 2021, and they're too numerous to mention. From 2021 till now, man, I thought people in 2021 were A1 in this community. The folks that have been in this crypto thing, I thought the majority of them were just legit. They're not. And it's okay. I learn. You know, you just follow. Follow what people do. Follow what people say. They're going to reveal to you who they are. They're going to reveal to you who they are. These are the same people that have been entrusted with value, with the attention of the people. Attention is currency. These people have been entrusted with value, with their time, with their energy that they cannot reclaim, that people, the viewers, the audience cannot reclaim. It's gone. And you see these so-called leaders, they don't even know what to do with that type of power. They don't even know how to wield their power to do the right thing. They only know how to destroy. And save themselves and whoever attaches themselves, who's very close to them. That's it. You think you're better than Richard? Because a lot of them, when you hear them talk, they speak with a certain level of vitriol for Richard. Those who have believed in Richard, some of them speak with a certain level of disdain and animosity. It's disgusting, right? So if you think you can do something better and you are rich and Hex made you rich, I don't even care if you were rich before Hex, but this is your stance now. Do something comparable to what he's done. As far as even, for example, now I'm not even going to give the source away because you should be rich enough and superior enough to even know more than what little old me could tell you. Do something to show the world that, yeah, I could also do X, Y, and Z. I could also yield and produce and do this and X, Y, and Z. Because everybody who said they could have done something better than him, how's that worked out? How has that worked out, y'all? Like, really? All of y'all that try to act like you knew you had some one up on him, how's that worked out for you? You don't even have a quarter or a tenth of the success that he's had, even by way of even creating a following. So what you talking about? What you talking about? Makes no sense. People act like they got the inside scoop on certain things. They make you believe that, oh, you know, private chat groups. Oh, you know, no, my group is this. You can't come into my group. You need to knock 8,000 times and give me 5 passwords and, you know, tickle the anus. And then you might get the approval to come through. Because after that, you got to go through another screening process to then land in a cesspool. You find out who's in there, and you're like, what? I had to tickle whose balls to get in where? Get the fuck out of here. You crazy? As if they got the scoop. Make you think they got the inside scoop. They got the inside scoop of nothing. Eyes wide shut out here. You know what I'm saying? Got the inside scoop of nothing. Some of them are missing teeth. They don't go to the dentist and they're rich. They smile and you look at that holes in their mouth, yo. Fix your jibs, B. I mean, really. Their appearance, they look like trash, bro. You can't tell them you got a bunch of millionaires who do not have any modicum of self-respect and you look like garbage. How? How, son? How, Sway? What are we talking about? People hiding behind avatar. Yeah, I got an avatar. I don't care. Who cares? It's not the point. Got 900 videos in this month. Been streaming for 7 years. Blah blah blah. My face is out there. Who cares? Got nothing to do with this. You're not real. I want to see your face. I want to prove it. That don't mean nothing. That means nothing. Because people have shown you their face and they're absolute frauds. So what are you talking, y'all are so backwards, pretending like to be something, pretending like to be noble thought leaders. Can't stand the fact that Hex is not exciting, because it's not. Hex is boring as fuck. Isn't that a good thing though? Shouldn't that be a good thing? Like, because it frees you from thinking about certain things, so that you have now time to focus on things that matter in your life. You get into this, for example, you get into the meme coin lifestyle. Let me tell you something, my G. Let me tell you something, yo. FOMO is not something to be taken lightly at all. Can damn near be debilitating. You drop a bag on a coin and you outside somewhere doing you, and then you look at your device and you see your thing skyrocket, you're going to want to stop whatever you do and damn near want to teleport your ass back to where you got to go to sell, to make your bag, to make that profit. This is debilitating, man. You somewhere where you can't get to a computer, you're going to get sick because you're looking at all these games you're missing out live in real time, yo. Memes will do that to you, man. Reminds me of penny stocks. It's a different situation, though. This is crypto. It's different. Memes will do that. Even not forget about it. It's all memes. All this stuff is memes. But, you talk about use cases and all this stuff. Yo, this crypto will do that to you. You live in your life. You out where, doing whatever you're doing somewhere. You shopping, or you far away from where you got to be. And you look and you hear, oh, your thing is raging. How many X's? Live, real time, and you not there to receive any type of profits or enjoy any of those spoils of those rewards? You get sick instantly. You hate yourself. You hate the world. You hate what you're doing. You don't like the face of your cat. This lady right here, this Karen, is yelling at you, and you want to slap the out of her and all kinds of stuff. And you can't, because you're not where you need to be. That's what this thing does to you, man. Creates nothing but anxiety, nothing but pressure. Nothing but pressure, y'all. And that's supposed to be healthy? You gotta be glued to a device like 24/7. You gotta be ready to press send or some kind of action. Your fingers damn near glued to your phone, for example, or a laptop or whatever device you use. What type of living is that? Versus just experiencing life. Hex is doing what it's doing on the background, and you just exploring and experiencing the wonders of everything life has to offer. No, but y'all don't care for that. You want to be disturbed. You want to chase something. Right? You can't keep still, because keeping still brings fear. Imagine that. You can't be still with your own thoughts because you're afraid of that, facing yourself. So you rather jump into something external that's going to create some kind of chaos, and that's going to justify your wild, confusing, and chaotic behavior. Meanwhile, the chances of you losing are very high, and that's fun to you. That's what's up. That's what you should do as an adult. I could understand children doing these things, but adults, this is what you should do. Productive, responsible adult. This is what folks are weird, man. And some of these OGs, yo, some of these OGs don't care, yo. They only care about what they got going on. They want you to look at them. That's it. That's it. They don't care about you. They don't want you to do what they're doing. They don't want you to receive the same 10,000x gains that many people did not receive. Don't let it fool you. A lot of people didn't get 10,000x. It's reflected on the chain. The price went up 10,000x doesn't mean people made, the majority of people in Hex made 10,000x. There's a difference. There's a difference. But that's not the point. A lot of people don't want you to be as successful as them. They don't want good for you. And that's bad. That's disgusting. It's not what I'm in this for. Not at all. Not at all. When you're told over and over and over again, how many times software is not a joke, it's very difficult. When you're given certain examples, historical references, information, irrefutable facts, and people think, oh no, never mind all that. I'm gonna sacrifice and I'm gonna launch something. You're gonna see how it works. And then it's nothing but chinks. It's nothing but interruptions. Nothing but bugs. Nothing but disruption left and right. And how many times you gotta be told, I told you so? Slapped in the face, literally smacked in the face, and like wake up. It's not hard. It's not hard. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. I can't read what's going on right now in the chat because I don't have the equipment that I need to be the superstar blogger that I'd like to be. So I use the modest tools that I have to speak. I'm old and grumpy. I don't care. It's not the point. It's not the point, people. I don't understand why people don't like to hear the truth. Scratch that. I do understand, because sometimes I don't like to hear the truth, but it's necessary. It's just this. It's necessary. So I don't have to repeat the same mistakes. We're so lucky right now, yo. And people don't see that. We're so lucky, man. You have folks who used to believe in Hex who don't believe in Hex anymore. They used to be OGs. They don't, and are still in the community trying to make you believe that they still hold the torch. False. This is why you have to collect your own information, and draw your own conclusion. Never mind what I'm saying. Never mind what anyone is saying. Draw your own conclusions from the information that you can gather, and that way you'll be at peace with yourself, because this all goes back to yourself. However things transpire and turn out, because only time will tell if Liquid Loans is ever going to launch. Only time will tell if Power City is ever going to launch. Only time will tell if the projects that did launch that sacrifice will be successful. Only time will tell what Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and Hex will yield in the future. We got to stop blaming other people for our fuck ups. But at the same time, it doesn't absolve the grifters. It never absolves them. Ever. Like, that's what y'all got to understand, man. So and so is show. Yo, this one right here is crazy with it. Don't be careful. You don't want to go down this alley, because this alley is being headed by such and such collective and group of people who've done this in the past. That needs to become a thing. Not about control, because decentralized, you can't keep anybody and everybody from doing something or participating in something that is not controlled by any central point. We understand that. But again, could shed light on some stuff to help people avoid some things. Just because something is shiny don't mean it's right. It's because you got a fancy new car with bells and whistles and all that, and then you turn the thing on, it blows up. Because something under the hood just was not performing properly. Man, peace to the chat, man. Peace to the chat. Peace to the chat. Alan Fizzamay in the building. What's up, man? Says what's up to Westcott. That's what I'm calling him as I see him from the get-go. Old Dog Tricks. Salute to you. It's true. Yeah, man. Pepe won because can't beat him, join him, right? Can't beat the Pepe, join the Pepe. That doesn't mean I'm buying Pepe. That does not mean that, folks. Pepe been around since Pepe been around. Since before me. Evening Monkey Magic. Westcott says, what up, Alan? Doc Lover in the building, what's up? For sure. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing, Old Dog Trick. They're leading him down to slaughter. Westcott says, I'm cooking. Seeing that these Telegram only cats are now coming back to Twitter to defend themselves. Like, yeah. Crazy. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. Wells, what's up, man? Wells only, go subscribe to this gentleman's channel, man. He's been giving nothing but education for the past 3 years. Shout out to Wells only, man. Good to see you, man. What's going on? What's going on? Salute. Crypto Games Club. What's up? What's up? Shout out to Post this article the other day revealing that some folks that hurt, but they put their life savings instead of working. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. And are feeling it now, They put their life savings in this thing and are paying for it. And it sucks. There was a rumor going around too that a former, not former, but a Hexagon pulled out over $20 million. I don't know how, rumors. I don't like rumors like that, because it's hearsay. But just the thought about it is crazy. Pulled out 20 million in the last bull, 2021. Pulled out 20 million. Imagine, you see, 20 million. It was numbers like that going around. That's whoa. And 2 years later, he got nothing. He just blew through 20 mil. Blew through 20 mil. That's damn near unbelievable. You can't, but it's possible. That's the thing. You blew through 20 mil in 2 years, yo. It's the lottery ticket mindset too, man. Like we suffer from that. A lot of us who come from nothing, you know, you get yourself a hand without the proper education and information. You get your hands on a a windfall, and you know you as quick as you get is as quick as it's gone. 20 mil, man, man. You're talking to whales. A lot of people out here thinking they're old something just because they click the buy button. It's crazy. Hey, that's how it is, man. He said, "Oh my God, why am I not rich yet?" I'm reading right now some of the most garbage responsible project founders saying to someone, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's the stuff going on right now. The stuff going on right now, and like we are approaching for some of us in the Western world, we're approaching like the holiday season, and I'm not gonna lie and pretend like last week's pump wasn't exhilarating, right? It was a quick, great, refreshing reminder of how things can go. This just was a small, extremely minute example of what happens in the bull market. Like that last week was just like, yeah, see, it's a reminder. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. This is what can happen. And once it goes, it rips. It's very hard to catch on. If you're not on board, you're gonna miss out. Like like if you're not on board doing something, you settled, you got your stuff in order, you're gonna miss opportunities, man. You're gonna miss. Last week was indicative of that. 100%, 100%, 100%. But if you were involved, you allowed yourself to be involved, and you didn't like let me time this. At certain time, this should go this way and that way. No, you just been here the whole time, doing what you're doing, being involved. Respecting your time, respecting your money. Then you would benefit. You would benefit. You would benefit. I'm not gonna keep too much of your time like that, folks. But I gotta say, man, this one influencer, yo, I'm gonna say, should I drop the names of some of these people that I question now, yo? Should I drop the names? Because it doesn't even matter. Like, it's just folks have to, because I look at it this way. I look at it this way. People are going to continuously do what they're going to do. But you got this one guy, for example. It's not even who talked about Dodeca last year. Was like, yo, I'm holding Dodeca. As long as I'm holding Dodeca, I don't see anything wrong with it because I'm earning hex. Oh, really? Oh, an OG. An OG. So-called OG. Somebody who's been in that people adore and revere, and they just scratch his scrotum. They love tugging on his scrotum. He said that. What happened with Dodeca? And then the people that interviewed that guy from Dodeca, yeah, like, yo, what type of time are y'all on, man? You take a risk interviewing people. Wait, come in and shilling the project. That's a risk you take. That's a risk you take, yo. Richard has done it and took it a big risk with Jacula last year in the post-chain stream last year, 2022 in July, that Maddie held. How'd that turn out? How did Jack turn out? And Richard was giving them props, and I've said this before. You're taking a chance with these people, man. A chance that sometimes it's like, yo, your reputation is gonna be mud after that, man. Like the guys that got them gym rat people that interviewed the guy from Dodeca. It's like, yo, gym rat, you barely knew anything of anything anyway, man. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You learning. And you interviewed this guy, and you interviewing a bunch of people. So you put your whole reputation at risk. That's what happens. If I interviewed a shadowy figure, imagine that, a shadowy figure introducing Lysol tokens, and I'm just like, oh yeah, well, so Lysol, oh, it's immutable, Lysol, no admin keys. Oh, and when you yield Lysol, you get what, doorknob incentive token because you're farming it, and then you could flip it with the liquidity pool. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Guys, this is the shadowy figure, and he's introducing, Lysol, blah, blah, blah. You stake it, and you getting doorknob incentive token. Like, what are you talking about? That's gonna fall on me because dude's gonna run away with the bread, and then my reputation is mud. But who cares? Because he gave me an allocation of the tokens without y'all knowing, and I dumped on y'all, and that's respectable. And you got these people coming back on the scene. This thing pumped last week, and you seeing folks coming back who it's been quiet. And some people, live life. You don't have to be streaming all the time. You live in your life. It's a free everything. Everything is free market. It comes with a cost. But you're showing back on and say, oh, I'm seeing folks I haven't seen in a minute. Videos out of nowhere. Oh yeah, hey, this, yeah, 200% Hex pump. Huh? Bull market. Oh, Hex back. Yeah. I never left. I'm here. I never left. Right. And Dodeca, there's a slew of line of people that did what Dodeca did. A bunch of scammers, a bunch of grifters, a bunch of people who just took advantage, built their popularity off the community, created a project, and just shat on everybody, yo. And y'all let them rock. Y'all like quick to forget. Oh no. No, this is what they do. It's the school of higher grifting. It's what you do. It's what you do here. They're students of that. Oh, 99%. The coin went 99% down. Hex went 99% down from the all-time high. But how high is it up from the all-time low? You never appreciate that. They always highlight the negative versus everything good. You're quick to talk about some negative 99% down. But how high is it up from its low? And talk about anything negative 99 can never go back up. These are the people y'all listen to, y'all. These are the people y'all exalt. This is who you praise. This is who you support. These are who you're fans of. This is what y'all do. You got folks who you can clearly see. They're not going to make it, y'all. They're not going to make it. They're showing you today they're not going to be here long term. And you support them like on some, oh, no problem. Yeah, you Twitter, any spaces you hold, I'll support you. Like, retweet. Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, no, you're a decent guy. This and that. You see they're not going to make it. Person come out of nowhere, built their platform off the backs of the sensibilities of the people in this community. And you watching them talk crazy about the coins that's a part of the community that help prop them up. You help them talking crazy not only about the coin, but about Richard. And then you're like, what? He can't do anything better, but because Some talk about, oh, outreach, grassroots. This is the only out. This is the only thing. Oh, but what are you doing? What do you build? What are you? You're being fake. There's value in that too, because when a person buys into your truth and they add and they find out you're lying, they lost. So they lost value in you from being fake. What do you mean, what am I building? I'm not here to help you, convince you that I have worth, that I have validation. That's your only retort. That's the only thing. Nigga, what have you built? What have you built? What do you mean? I've interviewed God. I've interviewed Adonai. I've interviewed Yahweh. I've interviewed Olofi, Olodumare. Who have you interviewed? Motherfucker, that shit ain't reflected in the chart. Who cares? Who you've interviewed. That's your attempt. I've interviewed Galactus. I've interviewed Neo. I've interviewed the Oracle of Oracles. Right? I've interviewed Shechem or Shechem. I've interviewed all kinds of entities, greater beings that encompass the totality of all that is. And what about you? Who have you interviewed? This is the retort. This is the retort that people are giving, yo. What are you doing? You're calling them out on the shenanigans. And the retort is, oh, well, have you built anything? Waited 2 years for a sacrifice to come out. It comes out questionable, shaky. Comes out shaky. And it's, could you have done better? You got 9 million. You got 16 million. Yo, you got 51 million. You got 51 million, and Liquid Loans still ain't launched yet. They're talking to you about some fetch Oracle problems. Them dudes jump. It's the same. It's like the same. All of this Power City. What they talk about? The same thing Liquid Loans are talking about. What they talk about? This stable coin and this protocol, and then how many stable coins does a motherfucker need, yo? Like, let's be for real. Like, what are you talking about? This protocol and that protocol, and then they adopting the same marketing with the subtitles. They doing videos with subtitles. The only person I see do anything clips related with a subtitle is Westcott. Westcott Crypto, for real, man. And now I'm seeing like Power City doing video clips with subtitles, and you're trying to adopt marketing and when launch. Rocking people to sleep in the school of higher grifting, man. You're guilty before proven innocent. That's just a fact. Time is going to tell otherwise. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? It don't make sense. None of that. 9-inch. They said they front ran. They said the coins were already out. Yo, you can't make this up. They said the coins were already on the market before the public knew about it. Before the thing was even launched. Whatever it was. And it caused people to feel bad. It caused people who invested in the 9-inch to feel bad. Like have a bad experience. Not even 24 hours later. They said they got 16 mil. Dude got 16 mil? Him and his team? Sacrifice? No expectations. No expectations. 16 mil. For a DEX, another DEX. Like we need How many dexes do we need, yo? When grifting goes wrong, I don't care. How many hexes did we need? How many people came out talk about they have their thing better than hex? How's that worked? How's that worked? History tends to repeat itself. Not literally, but really, as well as rhymes. This thing, hex, how many? How many? How many? How many? How many? How many? And I wasn't even in the thing, but I heard about it. Some Pyra Bank, some Axion, some Wise token. Do your research. Yeah, but y'all don't care because this is 2023, the age of technology, and forget about the past and history because that has no purpose at all. Dex, how many dexes do your person need, man? Yeah, my contract, my last shitting, got rugged, and I rugged myself. Just rugged myself, man. All this talk, I was talking about grifting, and I ended up being the student of the class. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Got interrupted. But listen, folks, be careful out here, man. They're about to interview that guy, um, the 9-inch guy. They're about to interview him. I don't know if it's a party situation. I don't know what you interview. Guys, be careful out here. Like, really, you gotta be careful. You know, show me your friends, I'll show you who you are type situation, man. Just because you're seeing people on a thing, don't mean like it's all 100%. Like I said, if I interview somebody and end up hurting the people, that's something on me too. That's a blemish on me. It's a blemish on me. This whole thing, even in the urban community, wait, not even the urban community and situation anymore. It's just widespread. This whole thing with DJ Envy and Caesar Pena. Everybody's going at Envy's helmet because if it wasn't for Envy, they wouldn't know Caesar like that. Envy has a platform, has a radio station, nationally syndicated. You know, brought this guy the opportunity to talk to the world. And now come to find out the whole everything you just hurt a community of people who spent millions and millions of dollars on these real estate scams. So it's a blemish. It's not even a blemish. It's like they're trying to really blame Envy too, because if it wasn't for him, folks wouldn't know. Just like this, the whole thing. You can still apply it to what we do here, as far as content creators. Could apply it here. Imagine I'm interviewing Underwear Entertainment, and Underwear Entertainment talking about these condoms they selling for tokens and blah blah blah, and then people buy into it, and I got the free bag of condoms and all that. Underwear Entertainment, and then nobody else know, but I got the bag, and then Underwear launches the you know what I'm saying, contraceptive blockchain. Crazy bug, all kinds of stuff, and then I get the front run. I get to front run anything. I dump all the condoms on the contraceptive blockchain, and everybody who came in behind gets fleeced. Who's culpable? Who's culpable? Should have did your own research. I didn't force you to click send or buy. I didn't force you to do any of that. And imagine if, my compadres, everybody in Pulse Nation, interview me and we talk about, yeah, yeah, I know, right? Oh, man, I was like, yo, no, it's a bad look all around. It's a bad look. Imagine. I interview somebody, they scam the community, but I don't get scammed because they paid me to interview and shill or whatever. And then I jump on Pulse Nation and they interview me and I'm acting like everything is all good. Everything is fine. Not only do I look bad, I'm gonna make those guys look bad. And anybody else who I talk to look bad. And that's what's going on here. But a lot of things, it's a good old boys club. You're not a part of it, you don't exist. You don't exist for different factors too. And different reasons that people don't like to talk about. But it's present. It is what it is. Shout out, y'all. I got interrupted. Got interrupted, people. But guess what? I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Alan Fisherman says, "Woo!" ATX Crypto, the other half of the Post Nation Connect. I can't even speak. I said Post Nation Collective. Blah blah blah. Post Nation, the other half. Shout out to him. You inspired me, sir, for the chaos of disappointment. Go subscribe to this guy's channel, man. This is guy, him, West. They giving good weekly content. Dedication. They just did their 50th episode. They just did their 50th episode. Give a round of applause, folks. Let's see the fire emoji go up. I know I'm late in the chat, man. I don't know when he put that thing on, but look, whoever comes in after that, you find this episode, you rock with me this long. Put the fire emoji for the 50th episode for Post Nation. Put up the fire emoji, you know. He said bullish on tickling. Bullish on Oh man, I'm way behind. I'm way behind, man. I'm way behind, man. Thank you, George Toko. Wells is on. Wells been on this game for years, man. 100%. Appreciate that. He said that frog sounded like Dick Gregory. Rest in peace to Dick Gregory, man. Want everyone hope all. Godfather J6, salute, man. Fix your freaking grill. Facts. Tin Top. Some feel powerful that they could control who is in there, in so-called inner circle. 100%. 100%. Unfortunately, that's what it is. Some people feel powerful. Yeah, because, you know, this is what they do. They like to control folks. This is what they do. This is what they've done. This is what they've done. We've seen it. You don't think Buck, of all people, likes to control people? Absolutely. Absolutely. He want to even control how you apologize to him. This guy wants you to control how you apologize to him. Like, let me tell y'all something too, man. Let me just say it too, man. This guy, for the 9-inch guy, he's jumping on Cabana live stream and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what he's going to say, what he's going to talk about. Like, I don't know. But it's just like, yo, how y'all going to look? The thing wasn't, you know, you're going to say it's just haters that don't like. No, it's not about any of that. Because a lot of people so far unhappy with the launch. And you guys going to give them a platform to speak? That's cool. But that's the thing. You give them a platform to speak. For what? For social capital? For what? To boost, you know, well, y'all just cooling because you also sacrifice a 9-inch. Why? What's it about? Like, you know, oh, you just hanging out? Y'all just hanging out? You can hang out. It's cool. But it's looking crazy for dude. It's looking crazy for the 9-inch, all this stuff. Whatever. Mintra launch. Some people weren't happy 100% with Mintra. One thing about Mintra 9-inch, at least they launched. Y'all still waiting for Liquid Loans in Power City. That's crazy. It's crazy. Liquid Loans is the oldest one, too. The oldest that I know of. The oldest sacrifice thing that I have still yet to launch. That's crazy. You know? Not about people just being bitter. People gotta be real. Folks, we are, listen, man, you gotta respect your money because nobody else is gonna do it for you. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You know? $100% nothing boring about getting paid every 24 hours. Man, I'm way behind in the chat, man. Let me catch up with the chat, man. Catch up with the chat. Let's see. Oh, man, it just blanked out on me. Ernie Savage in the building. I see you. Hold on, that's easy. He said names, drop them. Drop the names. Tap for life in the building. What's up, man? He said, happy Friday to the real niggas. Salute, man. We were with her for some big. Saying two of his streams. I recall stated this in one of your streams. When things started to go. Exactly. Yeah, man. Yeah, see, that's a blessing to like your 9 to 5, man. That's definitely a blessing. You got something productive to do, you know. Well, I'm currently looking to give. Only people projects I'm currently willing to give and trust faith in is the perpetuals and the icosahedron. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. And I understand why too. I do. I'm doing your own development while getting paid. Like 100%. Friendly, the twin fam in the building. Your friendly neighborhood grifter. They said it nicely, so it's okay. Exactly. Terrible, man. It's terrible. He said, "Boomers unite." Yeah, I'm a boomer. I know, man. It's crazy. I'm so behind. Oh man, I'm so behind. I'm so behind. Forgive me, folks. I got interrupted. I rugged myself just now for like 5 minutes. Oh, I'm getting rugged again. I'm getting rugged again. Folks, man, I'm going to catch you good people on the next one, man. Peace.